Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. We're back again with yet another Tower of God full spoilers, Season 2, Episode 46. Currently, I've been doing 5 episodes at a time. I'm trying to keep enough story in so that the spoilers aren't just pointless, and I'm trying to drag in a little bit more of an explanation to the story along with everything. A lot of it isn't really spoiler, it's side note, and here's something for you to know, right? A lot of people don't read all of the blogs, and if you read all of the blogs you still don't have all the info because you still need SIU's tweets, and some of his tweets are deleted, and the only way to get a hold of that is to actually go through the Tower of God Reddit and not Reddit, sorry, the Tower of God webpage, and read every piece of information that was extracted from SIU's point of view. We also have to remember one other thing: he has retconned a lot of it. And because things are retconned means that we're going to be in limbo with regards to them. They could be right, they could be wrong, all over the place. So let's go. So we see that he's shocked about it. I like how he's hiding there. Okay, so here's something special to note about Team Sweet and Sour. Team Sweet and Sour is formed around two cores, right? Most of the members are friends with Wagner, right? Wagner made the first team up with most of the players. Two of the players aren't exactly teamed up directly to Wagner. That's Prince and Yiwa. Yiwa and Prince are actually teamed up on their own. They end up on the side because of Huryang and Bam, right, respectively. That's how come this pair bond belongs here. And for Wagner, there's Missing, there's Ark Raptor, there's Huryang, there's Gowaseng. So those are the four who are his original companions. Then he ends up teaming up with Kun when he's going up the tower, and he makes his own set of friends in that little incident. Remember, when you team up with Kun is going to be brutal with you, and that's how it goes. And he also ends up becoming friends with Edan, right? Remember, he was part of their team for a bit, so yeah, they become close as well. Alright, so I'm not gonna spend much more time explaining all of that craziness, but here's where things get really hard, right? You see, Kun decided to try and get his whole team together. I'm forgetting his name, Gustav. I caught the bird flu, cough cough. I should take care of. Oh, Gear Tank. We know that Michael and Apple have poisoned him, and that's why he's incapacitated. We know that he's actually in charge of Rachel on the day, and we know that they're going to end up capturing him, and he's going to be part of all of this betrayal. Now, here's something very special to note. The top 5 E rank regulars, 2 of them belong to a single team. It may not seem like a big spoiler, but that just says how powerful that team is. The top 5 D rank regulars, 2 of them belong to a single team. 2 of them belong to the Hell Train related situations, that's Sachi Faker and Kesa, and the last of their uh, strongest regulars, I'm not sure who it was, but Lilial and Shalial basically are the number one. They don't know who's stronger between the two, but they are number one. Kesa follows in second, and third falls Sachi, right? And beyond that, there are other very powerful regulars in the D class, but the top 3 we know. The top 5, I'm not sure who falls into the other 2. In the top 5, beyond them would be Balm. Remember, he beat Kesa, and I believe Ender Rossi also falls in the top 5 in that level. And into the hand, making this super dangerous. A dead end. You're caught in a trap. Oh, we see that his lighthouse is hacked. Now remember, this happened to Kun before, so he is ready for someone to try and hack it. Although it was Hatzling who was a ranker, he's prepared all the way up to a ranker's level to stop them from hacking his lighthouse and taking control. And there's it is now been attacked from a secret spot. Okay, so here's something for you to know, right? Novik and Ran are from the 10 great families. The fact that 2 of them can fight the living ignition weapons without drawing much of a win means that that he is really powerful. He likely could be able to put up a fight with Kun. However, I believe Kun would beat him. Kun is really, really crazy when it comes to his physical strength. He's quite strong. And because of his intelligence mixed with his strength, he can do some insane things. Even Hats has a tough time with him. And we see that Kun Edwan has a liking towards AA, and I believe that's because of what he did with his sister. Remember his own family? He betrayed them for um, the one who he believed had the best right. So I think that Kun Edwan favored him because he believed he's going to remind him of how he was when he went up the tower. And as he kills this person. And we see that Ran gets serious. He's gonna be a spear bearer, but that's where he has the most amount of power. Lethal move. Espada de Luz, Sword of Light. I wonder if I should actually try and do one of these episodes with my voice completely changed again. It'll be a fake accent, and you'll 100% know that it's 100% fake. But yeah, maybe it'll be a little bit fun. Maybe I should go a little. Maybe I should go a little bit French, or speak with a little bit of a French undertone, and I'll see whether it's worth the effort. Nah, I don't have that old talent. Trust me, in the past, I used to speak to people from other countries and they used to believe I'm one of their countrymen because of the way I used to speak, and then they'll start speaking in the native tongue, and I'll have to drop out of it and be like, nah, I can't speak French. I don't speak a single word of French. And then they're like, oh, you were just playing. I'm like, yeah, sorry about that. I just do that so people feel more comfy around me. I believe Swedish, um, French, and I think there was one more set of people who used to enjoy it. Because I used to make them feel like they were their own countrymen when they used to play with me, and they used to not mind it, so I used to keep going with it. But anyway, there wasn't much to talk about, but let's see what's going on. That's his anti-hacking tool, so he uses it instantly to clean up his lighthouse. He wants to see who interfered. And all of a sudden, Ilma Ilma is betrayed by Cassino. And here is a show of his power. Remember, this is pre Thorn, and this is why I say that he is insane. Remember, this is 2 from the top 10 that makes him equal to those top 5. And here we go. And there's it. Whoop, bang. And next one, a wave controller. Great team combination. Five bunks? Was there a guy that's strong amongst the E rank regulars? I don't know. There are fewer than 10 wave controllers who can control more than 3 bangs. Right? That just tells you how crazy it is. He's already outside of the league of most of the regulars. Hey All style, Crimson Soul first. Amplified blocking. Remember I said that's what they are? Debuff and rebuff, and this is a double buff and a double block. Mr. Kun. Oh, I love the way that that one there is just playing out. Are you kidding me? Oh man, I've done 5 episodes already. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got a lot distracted with this, yeah. As I said, this is some of the best parts. So Fug's major plan over here, and this is how come they counteracted it so far. Remember, they have a guide on their side, and the guide saw everything. Now, here's something to note: all the other guides can't tell what's going to happen around Balm. Her life is basically bound towards whatever's going to happen with Balm. When Balm chopped her eye, I believe that gave her somehow the ability to see what's going to happen within Balm's life. Every other guide, they start getting headaches around Balm because Balm just generates this infinite web of possibilities. A Red Witch who sees future junctions, sees future paths, just sees billions of paths in an instant, and it just keeps multiplying. Every action that he takes makes it more and more uncontrollable. If you see the direct path to shoot somebody and Balm walks in the way, that direct path starts becoming 100 paths, and every single one of your shots starts redirecting to get away from Balm. And that's how it will become crazy for them. They can't see that correct shot, and that is the craziness of fighting with Balm. Run away, Kun. We won't be able to go back to how things used to be. And here comes even more trouble. And he stops Novik like a joke. That skill. Ooh. I'm surprised that Balm didn't kill her, right? For doing this here. And we see that Mr. Kun, Balm! And that is the end of it. Okay, so honestly, I got caught up in the story. That's why I don't like reading it like this here. But let's just count our chickens before they hatch. So, what did we see in these chapters? For these 5 chapters going 45 to 50. Let me just double check that I'm giving the right number. Yeah. We saw Balm go through something that you could never ever imagine Balm going through. Balm went through seeing the people he wants to see most in the world, but he's forced to fight them and forced to threaten them and forced to hurt them. You have to understand that for someone who is soft hearted like Balm, this is like putting a red hot needle through his heart. He doesn't know what to do. He's broken apart internally. He doesn't know whether he should go for it and kill everybody else around him and take his friend back, and whether he's going to be safe, or whether he should drop all of this and follow whatever Fug says to keep his friend safe. Because if he rescues Kun, somebody else is going to die. They could go after Enderossi, Anak, Hats, Shibisu. He has way too many hostages for them. Then there's the new team of friends who he has. So he had to go through all of this in his head in an instant. And we're going to see that this year keeps playing out. Balm is too stupid of an individual to stop caring about a single individual. He cares about everybody all at once, and that makes all of his decisions so much more difficult. Think about the workshop battle. He got all of his friends out of danger and he risked it for one of his captors, Huari Yun. And yeah, I know that Huari Yun is a big important part for a lot of the story, but the fact that he risked so much for her made it that much worse. I don't know if I'm making enough sense in this section, but yeah, that was the whole thing that I had a major bone to pick with. And yeah, that's about it for this section. Let's see, what else was there? Alan's hand was described in the last one. The positioning and the way that they work, it's actually retconned, right? Blocker and Spear Bearer is going to be the strongest combination you can possibly have. It's an impenetrable wall with an absolute assault. That's basically bang, try and hit my tank, you're going to hit this massive wall, and from behind the wall comes this nuke basically for you to try and dodge. That's not going to be much of play to it. We've seen Jahad and Kun Edwan play this year. We've seen light bearers get picked off like jokes everywhere else in the tower. The only light bearer we've seen put up any type of proper fight is Kun, just for a by the way. And the only light bearer who seems to be dignified in anything that he does is Kun. Think about this here. Filion, a high-ranking light bearer, got taken out like a chump. It may be against a wave controller, but yeah, he was pretty much useless. Then let's see which are the light bearers. The light bearers from Lopobia, absolutely useless. That was from Yasracha's part of the Jahad's army. Let's see any other light bearers I can think of. There might be one who shows some potential to be difficult to handle, and that's the one who was on Balm's side from the elders, Sophia Tan. But that's about it. There's nobody else. 2. We don't even know if Repelista is that great with her opera, although we know that the opera is extremely powerful. We don't know whether she is Kun levels of great or Sophia levels of protection and transportation, but yeah, we'll find out later on. And to be honest, it's not the biggest thing to follow all of this craziness. Yeah, I know I went on quite a heavy rampage for that little section, but yeah, this whole thing about light bearers being all that good for any other reason but info, they become pointless in the next few chapters. The next time we see light bearers play an important role is never again, right? We see Kun using his lighthouses to catch the sweet fish, which a wave controller could do, and we see that the sweet fish is compressed to stay by his side, and that is something granted by the administrator. Honestly, a wave controller can do that there as well, and can do it much more efficiently without having to use objects to achieve it. So yeah, it makes the light bearer pointless. Light bearers are just a bunch of individuals who feed you all the info, and they can move around in the name hunt station. We get barely anything from them. All of their usage and all of their fighting is literally pointless from this point forward. So yeah, don't hold it against me when I say that light bearers are one of the weakest people from the entire story. So catch you all in the next one, and have a good day.